Welcome. As you come on here, if you can hit the thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the see all button so you can see when I go live. And tell me where you're tuning in from after you hit the thumbs up button. That really helps the channel. It really helps the views. So the comments and the thumbs up, those trigger the algorithm. So welcome to my home. Yeah, I really like when I can see who's on here. So yeah, go ahead and tell me where you're tuning in from. We'll get started when we get a few more people on. My beautiful garden down here. Just hit the like button, comment, tell me what area, city, state, country you are tuning in from. I am about to pull all the squash and the cucumber from the garden. I've got some basil, some organic non-GMO corn on the cob, and I would really appreciate, with the 5 of you on so far, if you can definitely show me some support and love by hitting that like button, commenting. Kind of defeats the purpose for you to just be hanging out without supporting your fellow creators, right? So gives me a good idea of how my audience is, right? If they're supportive, if they're non-supportive. You know, what people don't understand is YouTube creators, we take our own time to be with you, to do readings, to engage with you. And so when you support the channel, it actually shows your support for us. Super Chats is also on. So I had an intuitive download come to me this morning. I've been really focusing on my holistic wellness and intuitive life coaching clients, and in a really big way, just working with men and women one-on-one to help increase their abundance, improve their health, improve their relationships, just really help grow them as people. And something that came to me today, one of my clients reached out. She had animal symbolism come across her way. It was actually a dead rat or a dead mouse. And I said, well, I think the work we're doing together, I think that's a symbol of getting rid of the toxic people that are peering into your life. You know, I have a lot of animal symbolism out here. I have coyotes. I have a beautiful family of bobcats. There are mountain lions in this area. I have frogs, which symbolize abundance. I have my doggies. I have beautiful birds. I also had a beautiful buck in my front yard the other day. And the buck is interesting because the buck sheds its crown every 6 months or so. So it was a sign that I'm becoming new, becoming refreshed, becoming, oh, that's beautiful, renewing my spirit again. And a few years ago, when I had a mouse come into my house, it was people peering into my relationship, into my money, into my work. And I don't advocate harming animals at all, but the mouse ended up dying. And that actually symbolized those people, the beginning of those people falling off. And, you know, I don't like to talk about karma too much, but receiving their karma for invading my own, you know, my personal life, my business life, etc. And the download that came to me today, you guys, was if you are feeling low, if you are feeling like you're not abundant, if you're sitting in your house right now, your apartment right now, and you're feeling like, well, why does this girl get to live like that and I don't? Well, first of all, I live here alone with my animals, and I pay all my bills myself. I don't rely on anyone else. I don't come from a wealthy family. I come from a single parent household. There's no husband or sugar daddy in the closet. Sometimes I wish there was, but then I remember how much I enjoy my freedom and making my own choices and coming and going as I please, etc. And what I wanted to tell you is the best thing you can do to increase your abundance, your happiness, your health, your wellness is to be happy for other people. Don't be jealous. Don't be a jealous Jezebel. Don't be a catty Kelly. Don't be a narcissistic Nancy. Don't be a latch-on Lindsay. Don't be a life ruiner Rhonda, right? Don't be a negative Ned. Don't be a, stalker Sam. Be a positive person. Let people live their life. Be happy for people. Do nice things for people. And watch the way that alone turns around your health. Because when we think positive thoughts, thank you for the likes. Thank you for telling me where you're tuning in from. Positive things happen. But not only that, it increases your vibration. It raises your vibration. On AndreaCox.com, I have a ton of blog posts on how to raise your vibration with food. I actually wrote like 10 blog posts on that. I really believe we can raise our vibration through the foods we eat, the company we keep. I've left a lot of people out of my life. A few I wish I wouldn't have. I had a man that really cared about me for quite a few years that I loved dearly. And I miss him terribly, but it seems like the communication just never goes smoothly. There's always a lot of people from his past around, and I just don't want to involve myself in that. It brings a lot of drama into my life, but I love him. I'll always love him. When we detach from things we know that won't work, and we focus on ourselves and raising our frequency, life shifts. Life shifts. I met a physician the other day at my new location, and within 5 minutes of talking to him, I knew it wouldn't be a good fit. You guys know my beliefs on the medical system and things like that. I knew it wouldn't be a good dating fit. And so I kindly said, you know what? I have a really big mouth. I am somewhat of a whistleblower, and I don't think this is going to work. I was just honest. I don't string people along. I say what I feel is naturally for me to say. I am my own person, and no one can change that. So I wanted to encourage all of you, when I was learning to read the Akashic Records, because it was something that came very natural to me through my ancestry, but I wanted to polish my craft. I worked with a woman, and she told me that I had a definite connection with animals, specifically birds, but all animals, and animal symbolism. And the interesting thing is I have talked to birds my whole life since I was little. And when I lived in San Diego, there were these two marriage doves, and I asked them to follow me to Las Vegas, and they did. And I asked them again to follow me to this location, and I've seen them quite a few times. I actually recorded a story on Instagram of them last week. But what I'm seeing here, the bobcat that I've had quite a few times that perches himself up there, and then there's a mom and her babies that come right along and eat my corn. That's a symbol of owning your beauty and not allowing people to tear you down because of your beauty. So that's interesting, right? The buck, the stag, is a symbol of shedding one's crown and reformulating themselves, rebranding, redeveloping themselves. The frogs are a sign of abundance. The birds are hidden messages. The owl represents someone peering into your life. So it's really, really interesting that I moved to a place where animal symbolism is so incredibly prevalent. So I was soaking here this morning, and I had Maverick was laying on one side, Lewis was laying on the other, and I felt such peace. I had the jets on, and I had just a drop of essential oil in there. You can only use very small amount. It has to be special oil. And I just felt so much peace. So if I've been slacking on my videos lately, I did get up the monthly readings. I'm sorry. I'm happy. And if that happiness triggers you, then work on you. But if it doesn't, then you're on your way to happiness too, if you haven't achieved it already. These are so beautiful, you guys. So I wanted to share some things with you. I have a retreat, a spiritual fasting retreat on October 19th. It is at a nearby resort. We're going to hold meetings here in the evening, but I do house my guests at a nearby resort. You are more than welcome to check out AndreaCox.com, click on retreats, send me an email at thedetoxintuitive@gmail.com with your questions. Mushy or myself will get back to you. Also, the Intuitive Life Holistic Wellness Coaching, go to AndreaCox.com, click on Intuitive Guidance. There is where you can purchase the intuitive readings and the Intuitive Life Coaching. I really want to help all of you realize that you have the ability to manifest anything in your life. You know, if someone's giving you problems, what I was running into is, in Las Vegas specifically, I had lived in a home in peace for 10 years prior to that in San Diego. In Las Vegas, I had leased a home for like 56 grand for 2 years, and the homeowners were just really, really in my business. They lived one street over. The woman was there every other day wanting to play in her garden and unloading her emotional relationship problems, childhood issues on me. And what I realized is, okay, I'm going to move, but this time I'm going to move so I can never be disturbed. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to relocate, or I'm going to make sure that where I live is undisturbable. And I got that. So create a life that no one can upset. Create a life that no matter what someone does, if they think there's some type of wizard or whatever, or witch, that they can't disrupt, because you've stepped into your power and you've claimed your life back. I don't know if this signal will last, but I wanted to show you over here. Sorry, it's a little messy. I need to hang my yoga swing and wrap up I was watering the lawn. In that old record player there, I have purslane. It's one of the herbs that's highest in omega-3. Here, now I just planted these seeds a month ago when I moved in, and look at my garden. Just a month ago. Those are, that's basil. Peas are in the back with green beans, corn, and these 2 boxes up front are the little boxes tomatoes. Intention papers in the front of that box. Those 2 grow boxes right there are all zucchini and cucumbers, because I like to make my own pickles. I also have aloe planted in that corner, and I planted a lemon tree, which is up in this corner. So I just wanted to share with you guys what you can create in, a month. I felt disturbed at the other place. I wasn't getting my work done. And was it a lot of work? I want to tell you guys something else, okay? And this isn't an intuitive download. This is a fact. If something looks perfect to you, someone put a whole hell of a lot of work into it. And I put a whole hell of a lot of work into this. These weren't here when I got here. I had my girlfriend drive them out ahead of time, because you can't move agricultural things over state lines. And I planted the seeds 30 days ago. So if something looks perfect, it's because someone put in a hell of a lot of work. And I want to say that. There's a butterfly. You guys were just blessed with a butterfly spirit animal, so take that and take that with you along your day. I'm going to show you something else. So over the fence, because this is an acre, but they fence in the raised part that's on the cliff so the wild animals don't get in. There's so many nopal cactus, prickly pear cactus, which you can juice prickly pear, but the nopal, you can take the sharp edges off and you can actually fry it in coconut oil. It's amazing. So I feel very blessed to be able to eat abundantly, and thank you so much, Sinsha. Thank you. I really love it here. I feel at peace. I feel at peace. I feel like my grandmother and my dad really found this place for me. You know, I channeled in with my grandma. It was about a month ago. And I said, I need to make something happen quickly. I need to do something very, very quickly. And it's going to take a miracle. And she showed up for me. She always does. In spirit form, guiding me. She always does. And she was a gardener. So that everything I know is from, I mean, when it comes to a garden, is from her. My mom always kept a beautiful yard as well. So I feel blessed. And my dad's side, we're farmers from Kentucky. So of course, leave it to me to create a garden in a desert. But I hope I can show you the purslane over here. I really want to share with you. It's in that old record player. You can plant anything in any type of, anything, any container. Down below there, that's my compost because I don't waste anything. No food goes to waste. The compost goes back into the garden at the end of every day, actually. Oh, we've got a frog in the pool, so let me help him get out, you guys, because he's abundance. He's a little one. He's a little one. Let me scoop him out, you guys. I love you guys. We don't want him to die. Love you. Check out the links. I would love to have you guys at my retreat. Let me know if you have any questions. October 19th, AndreaCox.com. Click on retreats. We're working on that page right now. But you can also, for readings, if you're a repeat client, definitely go through Venmo. Just send me a message at thedetoxintuitive@gmail.com. Readings are done on a very limited basis because I'm so busy these days, but I can definitely work with my assistant to get you in. Be well.